I have a bunch of stuff I want to talk to you guys about today. It'll be nice. Hi, Beomhan. Hey, Pookie. Yo, what's up? Aggressive Pookieing. Take that. I'm in the middle of getting ready for school. I don't care. Oh, hello. Welcome. Wait, let me get some water, and then I got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about, so it'll be great. Let me get some water. Always hydrate. If you are dehydrated, you lose 20% of your brain function. Facts. Wake up. Drink water. Facts. Throughout the course of this live, every single time I say something that is indeed factual, and you want to reaffirm that in the comments, just go, facts. Okay? That is your homework. Everybody go, facts. Practice facts. Yo, the sun is hitting my face. You can simply just look away. All right. So, welcome to Mental Health Mondays, week numero uno. And I am going to do this regularly, and we are going to go through the different phases that I want to tackle this time around. And I know that with the recent development of everything that's been going on, a lot of you guys wanted to check in on me, kind of be like, oh, Beomhan, are you like okay? Cause like you shouldn't be. And I'm like, oh. And I just finished doing the Valentine's fan calls, which is why I haven't been as active. But yeah. So I want to talk about everything. If you're here to check in on me, I will give you a full update of everything that is going on. And I want to talk about you. And if you are going through something similar, how you can, what action you can take to kind of fix it. Yeah, feel better. Play sticker by NZT127. Okay, all right. That is what you shouldn't do. Joking about this whole situation shows a lot of strength, much respect. Hey, okay. So, first of all, what has been happening? I wrote down a bunch of notes, so if you see me looking down, that is why. And I want to make sure that I get through everything that I want to say today. Hello. Among Us, Play Among Us remix. Okay, all right. It's okay. So, what has been going on with me lately? Okay? I think this situation, so funny. And I am glad that I am able to be in a position where I can grow. And I will continue to grow. And I've always talked about the idea of pre-debut stands and how you guys have been here since before the beginning. Now you guys are here for the beginning, okay? And you can't win the race if you don't start. And I'm glad I started. I'm glad I put myself out there. And I see a lot of room for improvement. And with all the criticism, I am taking it seriously, but not personally. And I will continue to grow, and I will continue to work hard. I'm taking vocal lessons. I'm practicing all this stuff. And then we have a new release coming soon. And I'm not going to tell you how soon, but I'm going to work very, very hard on it. And I'm going to make you guys super, super proud. Okay? Now, that is where I was. And then things started to get more, what's the word I'm looking for? Malicious. And it's okay. It's okay. And objectively, it's okay. But your boy, I have been off my meds for the past, hold on, I'm charging my phone. I've been off my meds for the past 3 days because I simply ran out. Let's go. And I wanted to talk about it, okay? And this is for everybody who's going through something similar. I always preach getting help, okay? If people ask you or advise you to get help, it's not them giving up on you, okay? It's them asking you to get help because help helps. However, the key word for today is consistency, okay? If you go and you're like, I'm gonna go get help. And then you go to a personal trainer. Okay? Let's say you go to a personal trainer. And then you're like, I want to get a big muscles. And then the guy goes, you have to eat chicken. You have to work out 3 times. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay. You have to work out 3 times a week. Okay. And you go, that's great. And you work out 1 day a week. And then you eat spaghetti. Okay. You're not gonna get big muscles, right? It's the same thing. If they tell you have to do this treatment every single day at 8 a.m. and you don't do it, it's not going to help. And an example is, hold on, how do I slow it down, make it bouncy? I'm telling you right now, okay? This is the best way. If your favorite K-pop group goes up to you and they go, hey, excuse me, can you please slow it down, make it bouncy? And you're like, I can't really slow it down. I have ADHD. Then this is how you slow it down and make it bouncy. Okay, I'm giving you a step-by-step tutorial right now. This slows it down. Okay, can I get a fact in the chat? Okay. What was I saying? If you have to take your meds, 9 a.m. every day, you do it. Otherwise, this is what happens. Okay, and I'm telling you from first-hand experience. Okay, I get like static, like electric shocks in my head, and then I get irritable. And then I can't get out of bed, and then I get sensitive, and then I overthink, and then it goes into like a thought loop, and then you're like, oh, maybe I should D-word. And you're like, wait, what the heck? All you did was drop your pencil. Step by step, yes. I slow it down, make it bouncy while being on no medication. Congratulations, I'm very happy for you. Yeah, everybody putting this emoji in the chat is funny because I have the glasses. So why your tone changes each time? I think it's because it depends on the day of the week. Anyway, I'm off meds. So things have been a little bit tougher for me specifically, and it's good. And this is the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Okay, here are the steps that I do every single day, and I want to share it with you guys, and I want to inspire you guys to take the first step. Okay, so here we go. Okay, these are the 5 steps that I do every single day. The first step is release. Okay, there's release, realign, create, manifest, and action. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about today is release. So let's say you are stressed. If you're stressed, any of you guys dealing with stress, whether it's from school or a work or your family or your friends, like drama, all this stuff, getting bullied in the workplace, right? Anything, if you're stressed, put a this in the comments, okay? Put a this in the comments. The first step is to release, okay? How I do it, because I personally don't have a lot of friends, I journal, okay? I go here and then I write stuff down. I go, okay. I write, okay. I go, today, Anthony called me a B word. What the heck? And I take that energy and I release it. Today, someone went on my Spotify and released an explicit version of Me, Myself, and I. It's okay. And I release it, okay? If you want to go and find a friend to release on, okay, you ask them for their consent, okay? Because consent is important. And you never know what you're going to trigger, right? And I had to learn that the hard way. And I think I used to have like a bunch of situations and I didn't ask for you guys' consent and I just dumped it on you. Oops, my fault. And yeah, so if you have friends and you want to ask them if you could talk to them Ask them if they consent to listening to you talk about some problems, right? Find a friend to release on. Hey, yo. All right. Okay. Listen, that's not what I meant. Okay. First of all, that's not what I meant. Second of all, if you don't have friends like me, you can journal, release, okay? And let's release, okay? Okay. This sounds, I feel like it's going in the wrong direction. Anyway, Beomhan, what should I buy from TikTok Shop? A journal. Buy a journal. Or some friends. I had or a Beomhan fan call. A Beomhan.io. Is this advice for free? Yeah. We're all here together. Shadow journal? I don't know what that is. Is that like shadow boxing? I have friends, they just don't like me. It's okay, then journal. Okay? So, anyway, today I want to take some time and journal together and release. Okay? And something that I do every single day is I release. Okay? Then I realign. Then I create. I manifest. And then I action. Okay? Shazam. Give me a second. I'm going to go buy some friends. Valentine's Day fan calls. Okay. On the theme of release for today, sometimes it's just talking, you know? Sometimes I call my friend, right? I have a friend, his name is Toshi, and I call my friend Toshi, and I go, yo man, I'm having a bad day. Can I talk to you? And he's like, yeah, brother, sure. And then he calls me, and I just go, yo, this sucks. And he goes, that does suck. And then we end up talking about Pokemon cards, right? And then we talk about Pokemon cards for like 15 minutes. And then we end up forgetting about it, right? So, on the theme of release for today, okay? Mental Health Mondays, week 1, we're going to ease into it. I have more Valentine's Day stories, okay? Someone came up to me. They were like, Beomhan, your song, Me, Myself, and I, saved my life. First of all, in my head, I was already thinking, no way. But I'm touched. Thank you for lying, I guess. Thank you. Tell me more. And then this person goes, yeah, I was in the car playing Me, Myself, and I, E-I-I, max volume in the car. And then a homeless guy knocks on the window and goes, hey, can I have some change? And then I rolled down my window and he heard your song and he left me alone. Thank you, Beomhan, for making Me, Myself, and I. It saved my life. Okay. Release. E-I-I. Okay? Someone comes up to me on the Valentine's Day fan calls. They go, Beomhan, I think that your song is art. And it's my favorite kind of art. And I go, well, what do you mean by that? I thank you so much. I come from New York. I used to visit museums and all this. And I think like art is such a great compliment. And I'm glad you see my song as art. And you go, yeah, my favorite kind of art is doo-doo caca poo-poo. And I think your song is doo-doo caca poo-poo. What? and then they showed me this song, which made it actually better. But I thought it was so funny. They called my song Doo Doo Caca Poo Poo. Release. All right, hold on. I have to show you guys this. If there's any artist here who feels upset or sad or insecure about your art, here you go.
Any good at making good art, you're gonna make a lot of doo-doo caca poo-poo.
Doo-doo caca
And once you
poo-poo.
get really good at making good art, you'll still make a lot of
Doo-doo caca poo-poo.
If you wanna make good stuff, you gotta make a lot, and a lot of your art will be bad. But you gotta keep making, cause once in a while you'll make something that isn't half bad. But to get any good at making good art, you're gonna make a lot of
doo-doo caca poo-poo.
And once you get really good at making good art, you'll still make a lot of doo-doo caca poo-poo.
Doo-doo caca poo-poo.
Yes, you will. You will make a lot of doo-doo caca poo-poo.
Doo-doo caca poo-poo. Yes. So if there's any artists here who are struggling and going through an artist block or released any kind of doo-doo caca poo-poo, then it's okay. Make your doo-doo caca poo-poo. Because you can't make good art without a bunch of doo-doo caca poo-poo. Don't ever put that on again. Alright, what else I got? Okay? Alright, that's release number 2. Release number 3. Okay? I talked about this on my TikTok live. People were like, oh, Beomhan, your mixing is bad. Oh, Beomhan, what is wrong with this instrumental? Beomhan, your voice sounds flat. And I was like, okay, this is all great constructive criticism that I can take in and I will continue to improve. And you know what? I'm so glad that I was able to be in this position to receive all this advice, right? And I can't wait to work on it, right? And then I read a comment. Goes, Beomhan, I love you so much. This song is amazing, but why do you sound British? And then someone replied. And they were like, yeah, he does sound a little British. Take that back. Don't ever say that to me ever again. You can say whatever you... And then I did the fan calls. And the fan calls is so beautiful for me because I get to talk to you guys, whether you're from America or like Europe or like Africa or like Australia, wherever it is. And I talked to someone from the UK. And I had to ask them. I said, excuse me, Miss British person. Something has really hurt my feelings lately. Do I have your consent to tell you about it? And they said, yes, I do consent. And I go, I've been having a hard time after releasing my song. And I've been dealing with some really mean comments. For example, someone said, it sounds like I have a British accent. Can you please help me confirm? Do I sound British? And she goes, well, actually, you do quite sound British. Now that I think about it. I ended the call. And I cried. Too far, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But that person did indeed verify that I sounded British in Me, Myself, and I. Okay? Release! Oh my god. And then someone calls me. It's a 3-minute call. Okay? It's a 3-minute call. I call them. I said, hello. Nice to see you today. And they go like this. And I go, okay. Is there anything you want to tell me or ask me today? They go like this. 2 minutes passes. And I go, yeah, what did you eat for dinner today? And they go like this. 30 seconds left on the call, okay? 30 seconds left. Goes 30, 29, 28, 27. And they go to me. They say something along the lines of like, do you know blitzers? And I go, yeah. And they go, they were on Britain's Got Talent. And I was like, okay. It's been 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They have not said anything. They go, they were on Britain's Got Talent. And I'm like, yeah, congratulations. I'm so happy for them. That's such a great opportunity. And they're like, I think you should join Britain's Got Talent. And I'm like, why do you say that? And they're like, I listened to your new song. You sounded British. I think you would fit in. And then 3, 2, 1, end call. They ended the call. Usually, when the time is over, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to go. Oh no, bye, I love you, bye. And then I hit end call, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry, I felt bad. They hung up on me. They were like, you would be a great fit for Britain's Got Talent. End call. They ended the call on me. And I was just there like, release. Okay? What else? Okay? Please tell me this is a joke. I can't make this up. I wish I could make these stories up. So, first part of these things that I try to do is I always, release whatever's stressing me out at the moment. I just try to talk about it with a friend, with their consent, or I journal it down and I can see it all objectively. For example, if you don't release, this is what it looks like, at least in my head, okay? For example, I have to do laundry, okay? And my ADHD brain feels stressed from having to do laundry, okay? So I'm like, oh, I need to do laundry, and I get stressed. And then it's this feeling of stress. Let's say let's say I'm a Minecraft character, my name is Steve, okay? And I have 10 HP, I have 10 hearts. Every single time, I think, yo, I have to do laundry, I go, ugh! And then my HP bar goes lower, okay? I don't heal until I go back to sleep, okay? And then my ADHD brain forgets. And I forget that I already stressed about doing laundry. So now I have 9 HP. And then my ADHD brain goes, wait, I have to do laundry. And I go, ugh! And now I have 8 HP. And then I forget, because I have ADHD. And then I'm like, wait, I have to do laundry. And I go, ugh! And now I have 7 HP. When all I have to do is just write it down. And then now, the thought of doing laundry would have only haunted me once. You know? So, if you don't release, if you keep it all in your head, the things that are not actually that stressful, I spat. That's embarrassing. Guys, I just spat on live, and that was very embarrassing. I would have thought about that 6 times just now, and I would have been like, ugh, 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 ugh. But now I already talked about it. So I don't have to stress about it anymore. That is the point. Okay? That is the point. I completely forgot what I was saying. So, anyway, you journal it down, you start to realize that the problems that are stressing you out aren't actually that big, you know? And let's say it is big. Like, for example, I need to get a job. Okay? Ugh. And then now you go, man, I'm just gonna go play some League of Legends. And then you go and you play some League of Legends or Pal World. And then 2 hours later, man, I really need to get a job. I'm not really doing anything to get a job. Ugh. And this is one thing just haunts you forever. Whereas you can be like, okay, don't you have a job though? I am actually professionally unemployed. But it's okay. Beomhan, where do you buy friends? Beomhan.io. Anyway, I'm kidding. After you release and you get to see all your problems in front of you, now your head is clear. And you can go into the next step, okay? For me, it's release and then realign, okay? Let's tackle the 2 R's today because there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time. Why not, okay? So, release, after you release, you're like, man, someone went on my Spotify and then put on some very explicit versions of me, myself, and I, put it under my profile. And I'm like, this is so messed up. I'm gonna sue them, all this stuff, right? And I am taking legal action. Ooh, you better be careful. You better be careful. That's too far. You better be careful. You messed up, okay? That's too far, okay? And then I realign, okay? Now my head is empty, okay? My head is empty. And now I can tell myself, okay, it's okay. Me, myself, and I was trash. But my name is Beomhan. I'm out here now. I can improve. I can get better. And everybody who is criticizing me, they're people who care about me. And they want me to get better. You know? So, yeah, and bro finally debuted. I worked really hard on it. I saved up $20,000 to work on this song. And I literally left my company with $0 in my bank account. You guys were there. Like, literally, like, you guys saw me begging for money so that I can eat for the day. And I ended up working super, super hard, doing these 6-hour lives at 3 a.m. in the morning so I can save up money for this release. And then I went and got vocal lessons. I did all this stuff, right? I'm proud of myself. And is there time to grow? Yeah. Am I going to keep going? Yeah, because this is my dream. This is my dream, and I'm going to go and chase it, okay? Does it suck that all these things happen? Yes, but I released it. Now my brain is empty, okay? Now my brain is empty, and I can realign myself with the original goal that I had, okay? And my goal is to be the greatest, okay? I will perform in front of 100,000 people. I will perform in front of you, okay? And I will touch your life. Nothing is going to stop me, okay? Every single day, I could think, yo, this guy just posted this thing on Spotify. Right? This sucks shit. But I wrote it all down. Okay, this is what helps. This is what doesn't help. This is the evil. This is the good, right? And a lot of you guys have a lot of evil in your heart. And it has nothing to do with me, okay? Am I happy that I was able to help you release a little bit of it? Yeah. Good for you. Does it affect me in the way that you want it to? Yeah. Oops. I don't do that well up here, okay? But it's okay. I'm happy for you. I pray for you. I hope that you find peace. I hope that you find love. And I'm realigned. I know what I am, okay? Even without my meds, which was a little bit harder, okay? Love you. You hate me? Love you. Okay? So, part of that is the realignment, okay? And you cannot realign yourself without having released, okay? Because you're always gonna be like, okay, oh, I am great. I'm gonna chase my dreams. I am brave. I am ambitious, right? But they did this. And then you start asking yourself, why? Why are they doing this? Why are they so hurt? And why are they projecting that on me, you know? But it's okay, because you released it all. This energy doesn't bother me anymore. And then now it's just a clean slate, and I can just do what I want. You know? I am what I am. And that's okay. And part of you realigning is self-affirmations. Okay? I was going to do this next week, but we actually have so much time. I'm going through this. Whatever. Okay? I'm going through a lot of this. And you guys are still here for some reason. Okay? Part of realigning is reaffirmations. Affirming yourself as to what you are. Okay? So, I talked about the funny things that happened this week. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about myself and my affirmations. Okay? And parts of my journey that... Actually, should I do this next week? Are you laundering money? Girl, you think I have money to launder? Did you see my debut? Release. I'll do this next week. Do it while it's fresh in your mind? No, all this is always fresh in my mind. I do this every single day. Okay? Now, okay, I'll touch on it a little bit. And I'll continue on this next week. I don't want to shove too much in your face. You guys literally already sat here for 30 minutes. I know a lot of you guys are mentally ill. And if you're following me, you probably also have ADHD. I'm already surprised that you stayed here for 30 minutes. Okay? So, same time next week? Yes, every week I'm going to make time to do this. And make sure that we're all going to get what we need. Okay? And it's good content. Because next week I want to talk about realigning yourself. And reaffirming. And making sure that you know that there are positives within yourself. For example, telling yourself, I was a good daughter today. Okay? Last week, I helped my mom take out the trash. I bought my friend dinner. I'm a great friend, right? My mom calls me every week. I'm loved, right? My friends check up on me. My friends do this. I am loved, right? And it's like, even if you don't have like accomplishments or like whatever, or things that define you, it's okay. And you build these up throughout your life. I know a lot of you guys are also young, right? For example, right? Something that I reaffirm myself on. I'll give an example, and I'll give you guys more next week, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to do a Twitch stream, okay? But something that I realign myself with, and something that I use as direct ammunition against these people telling me like, oh, this is why Beomhan never debuted with his company. This is why his company fired him. He has no talent, right? I'm talented. I dance better than all of you guys. I rap better than all of you guys, right? And I tried something new with my singing, right? And I literally I never got singing lessons and all this. And I took singing lessons on my own. And it didn't work out. Oops, right? But all of you is like, oh, like you, this is why you got fired and all this stuff. Is like, oh, he spent all his time like doing lives instead of training. That's not true. You saw my schedules. My schedules are on YouTube. You can look up training schedule, right? Okay, that's not true, right? And I'll have you know, one time during COVID, I was fired. During the beginning of COVID, this country, South Korea, went on shutdown. A bunch of trainees got released from their companies, and a bunch of foreign trainees, they got sent back to their countries, and then they got permanently stayed there. It was supposed to be temporary, but then the smaller companies, they couldn't afford to bring the trainees back because of the visa situations and then like the quarantine and like all this stuff, right? So during COVID, I moved to Korea. I trained for like a year, and then I got released for COVID, right? And then I was like, okay, that's fine. And they were like, we would love to have you back, okay, Beomhan? We would love to have you back. It's too expensive. We can't afford it, okay? And then I was depressed for 8 months. During this time, right before the COVID thing, I got accepted into a show in China, and they were projecting me, like the directors, they were like, okay, you're gonna be, this is our guy, right? So, Someone just goes, ugh, moment. Yes, exactly. Right? And then I got denied the visa to China. And then, because of Corona. And then, I got released and I got sent back to America. So I was depressed. I didn't want to dance anymore. I didn't want to whatever in America for like a couple months. And I was like, okay, I give up. I applied to a job at T-Mobile. You were gonna walk into your Brooklyn T-Mobile and you were gonna see this guy. And then I was like, I'm gonna give up. I don't want to dance anymore. Every single time I would play music, I would cry. Every single time someone would be like, yo, do you want to go to dance class? I would go to the dance class and cry. Because I was like dancing, like I chased my dreams. Turns out my dream was a nightmare. My dreams killed me, like all this stuff, right? I was like, wait, this is kind of like stupid. And then I picked myself up. And I was like, I'm going to try one more time. Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you guys. I have proof of all of this. And I'll show you guys on Twitch stream, maybe. But I ended up, I contacted my agency, my company. I was like, how much money are you guys missing to bring me back? Right? And they're like, okay, this amount. I'm not going to tell you guys the amount. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I went to work for my dad. My dad does manual labor. So I was carrying like wood. I was like hammering nails onto like the floor. I was like painting walls. I was like doing all this stuff, like complete renovation. I renovated a house and a half. Okay. To go back to Korea. To save up enough money to go back to Korea, I was working with my dad every day at like 6 a.m. I would wake up, we would get a coffee together, and we'll renovate a house. And I renovated a house and a half before I saved up enough money to go back to Korea. Okay? And I was like, I did it. I have all proof of this. I have proof of the text. I have videos of me doing like the construction, like all this stuff. I have proof. I have the video of the house I renovated, right? And I saved up enough money, and then I went. And that house will withstand a test of time. It will not. That house, it was very poorly built. I just needed money. I'm not gonna lie. My dad was pretty good. Whatever part my dad did, that house will withstand the test of time. Anyway, I saved the money. I sent it to my company. I was like, bring me back. And then I started TikTok. I released my pre-debut song, Sun's Up. I went on an 8-month-long tour. And now I have 2.7 million followers on TikTok. Right? So, bad things will be said. Bad things, bad energy will be directed towards me. From people who don't understand. And that's okay. You have your own life. I don't understand you, right? You probably were neglected as a kid. You probably went through this. You were probably bullied. You were probably like all this stuff. I was neglected. I was bullied. I had hate in my heart, right? And it's like I let it out on people too in my life. And it's like I don't know your story, so I don't expect you to know mine, right? But my job is to release it and then realign and reaffirm myself because I know what my life is. You know what your life is. Right? But I don't know your life. You don't know my life. Okay? And that's just a little bit of it. Okay? You don't know that I moved out of my house when I was 18 to chase my dream. And I got scammed $3,000. And I was homeless for a week. And I was sleeping at a bus stop during a thunderstorm because I wanted to dance. You don't know. But I don't expect you to know. Right? I don't know you either. And that's release and realign. Okay? Then the next part is create, manifest, and action. Okay? So you release all this energy. You realign, you reaffirm. And then now you start thinking, okay, What's next? What would you like? What do you want? What do you want now? What do you want later? What do you want in the end? And then you manifest it, and then you create a plan, okay? And we'll talk about all that next time. That's it for Mental Health Mondays for today. Week number 1, I talked a lot about reaffirming, but we're going to do reaffirming exercises together next week, okay? For today, find a friend, ask them if you're going through something. Okay, look at me, okay? If you're going through something, find a friend, okay? Ask them, hey, I'm going through something. Is it okay if I talk to you? If they say no, then go journal. Sorry. I should turn on Do Not Disturb when I go live. Okay. If they say no, then go journal. Okay. If you're not going through anything, find a friend. Ask them, are you okay? I noticed that you weren't talking a lot like you normally do. It's okay if everything's fine. I don't want to intrude. But I just want you to know that if you need someone to talk to, I'm here to listen to you. Okay? And I consent to you talking to me about your problems. Okay? So, that's for today's release. If you're not going through anything and you have energy in your heart, find someone. Okay? If you are going through something, find someone. Love you guys lots. We have a Discord. Discord.gg/Beomhan. That's it. We're working on a bunch of stuff. We have tours coming up. We're going to North Carolina. We're going to Virginia. We're going to Maryland. We're going to Las Vegas. We're going to Arizona. We're going to somewhere else. But these are the confirmed spots for now. So I'll be coming to see you. I'll be in your area like Blackpink. Support local artists. I would never not do that joke. And yeah. Merch available. Limited time merch available on my website. I'm closing this collection March 1st. All this stuff. I need outfit ideas for your concerts. You can wear my merch to my concerts. Look, I have these hoodies. These hoodies are available in different colors and all this. This is my favorite thing. It's the hoodiest hoodie in the world. Name a hoodie. More hoodie than this. Hoodiest hoodie. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Love you guys lots. And we're working on music. We're working on the next thing already. I'm practicing every single day. I got a vocal coach. Got all this. And love you guys. Bye. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.